Lily here. So we're going to start this video out with some footage of some work we did in the kitchen. We had some termite damage to one of the studs, support studs that we had to replace. Fortunately, we had some old wood from another area that we'd removed, so we're able to put the old hardwood back in. And then we're going to replace the beadboard that we had taken down in order to do this repair work and to do some plumbing. And then we're going to move upstairs where we try our hand at a shower install, which let's just say didn't go according to plan, even though we did our research. But thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. So tell me what we're working on here.
Well, as you can read, we're working on the diarrhea closet.
What are we trying to figure out?
But we're trying to make it not a diarrhea closet. Trying to put in a shower where Lisa can put tile in. In order to do that, we're utilizing the Schluter Purdy shower system. We're fixing to get started putting the Schluter walls on, and then the shower pan, and getting it all waterproof so that she can lay tile on it. That's what we're working on.
What fumble did we make?
Why do you have to point out all of our mistakes? We do make a lot of mistakes, but this time
This is real.
we wanted a really big, wide shower. Well, I don't know what I did wrong, but I didn't allow for the curb for one. So I put my toilet too close to the shower, and that's going to make our shower just a little bit smaller, but it's still a good sized shower. But that means that our shower valve, our shower spigot, and the drain, instead of being in the center of the shower, are going to be offset a little bit to this side.
About 2 inches.
It's not the end of the world, but when you get in the shower and you reach for the center of the shower, you're going to have to move your hand over a couple inches. No biggie.
I said we'll just make the toilet closer to the shower, but evidently there's a suggestion of 15 inches, so
It's not just a suggestion, it's really a good idea.
good idea.
You don't want to
15
get any
inches.
closer than that.
It's still going to be a good size shower. I mean, it's still wider than like a fiberglass shower would be. And if we don't put a hard glass shower door, you know, if we did just a shower curtain with a bent rod, you could have it stick out further.
So now show me where you would prefer to have the niche.
The
You're in the
niche,
shower. Where do you want the niche?
middle probably,
But
or back.
you don't want it behind where the water sprays on.
Yeah, I guess right here in the middle of the
Really
wall.
closer to your bench.
Oh, you think it should be over here?
So sit down on your bench and pretend like
I can't sit on that, I'll crumble it.
No, you want it's strong. That's what it's made for. So
No. What about at that line this way? If we have a stud there, that kind of, do we have to have a stud?
not really, not for what we got behind there.
Use that line?
So that's why I was saying everything else is an off center. If it was a little further that way, it makes sense to me. So say you're backed up against this taking your shower, or you don't want to be backed up against it, but you don't want to have to reach behind you to
Yeah.
get your shower bottle. I'd say about the center of that line is where our niche needs to be.
I guess. I don't want it too far forward though. I would say to this side of that line.
This side of the line.
Yeah. We're both, well, I'm tall and you're average. So go think about shorter people come to visit.
Well, shorter people are going to have this to set their stuff on.
Yeah.
So the niche.
What if the top of it is a little higher than that? What if you put the bottom at 4 feet?
How tall is it?
A
12?
foot. That might be too high. Put the bottom at,
4 foot is pretty good, I think.
yeah. And the top would be at 5 foot. Yeah, that's good. But I would have the side be there and go to the right 1 foot. Yeah, because it's a foot by foot.
So that's going to be the bottom one.
We were trying to decide between a full bench and the corner bench. It's a good thing we went with the corner, because had we got the full bench, it would have been too wide, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
So that's the first step of putting the
Schluter Curdy board in.
First step is going to be for us to put this niche in.
And this really is the diarrhea closet. I'm not sure diarrhea is spelled correctly.
I don't think it is. I think that's why everybody thinks it's so funny.
Diarrhea.
Shouldn't it have an O in it?
I don't know. It might be right.
Diarrhea.
Yeah. All right. I might do a, what's that called? Hyperlapse. So we abruptly ended our last video because of catastrophe. Our Schluter membrane was not adhering to the wall. We determined we had used the wrong thin set, went back to the drawing board, and started over. And then today, we finished installing the membrane.
Not completely finished with the shower yet, but the membrane.
We still have to put in all the tape seams, get all that waterproofed. Still quite a bit we honestly have to do, but we do have the membrane up. And we do have good adhesion, we think, with the membrane this time. So yeah, that's what we have done today. And Daryl was pretty traumatized over the last time when it didn't stick. So
my traumatization is relieved today.
Trauma is relieved. Unless we come tomorrow and it's all on the ground, and then we'll be re-traumatized. But not likely.
It's not likely that the membrane will just fall off the wall. However, when we put the tile on it, that's what I'm scared of.
Well, the tile's on the wall in the bathroom and it didn't fall off.
Yeah, but the tile in the bathroom downstairs does not have the Curdy membrane.
No, it's just stuck to the primer.
True.
All right.
Now, speaking of primer, do you show
Peace
people in
out.
the video the mistake?
No.
You're not going to?
No.
Even though I just said that?
No.